guys, it's Gamer Aimer here. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about some Nintendo apparel that I got in the mail. So, right here we actually have a Nintendo jacket. Now the neat thing about this jacket is that it was a promotional item for the Play It Loud Nintendo campaign. Now if you guys aren't familiar with that Play It Loud campaign, let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. So right here we have this Super Nintendo Killer Instinct set, and this actually came with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System along with the Killer Instinct game. Now the pretty sweet thing about this is the box. So this box has some pretty sweet looking art on it. It has the characters of the game. And the main reason why I really like this box is also the back right here. It says Play It Loud. And as you can tell, it has it in this crazy kind of graffiti looking art on the back, and it just pops right in your face. So back in 1994 to 1996, Nintendo went ahead and they had this Play It Loud campaign. And the sole purpose of this campaign was to compete with the Sega Genesis system. So back in the day, some of you guys actually might remember the rival that Nintendo had with Sega. So Nintendo did very well, and when the Sega Genesis came out, the Nintendo system started to look like a kid's system. So Nintendo went ahead with this Play It Loud campaign, and they wanted to kind of up their audience and get some teenagers and some adult audience. So this Play It Loud campaign was posted everywhere. There were commercials, and the commercials were kind of crazy. They used some slogans that teenagers used back in the 90s. It appealed to the punk rock teens with crazy hairstyles, crazy colors. And as you can see on this side, we have some different color Game Boy handhelds. Now if you guys remember, when the original Game Boy came out, it was just a plain white color. And in this Play It Loud campaign, they ended up marketing these different color Game Boy handhelds. So we have this transparent, clear, we have a green, a red, a black. There was also a blue and yellow, and I actually don't have those in my collection just yet. So in a lot of the ads, they use these Game Boys on top of the teenagers' heads, and the teenagers actually had crazy color hair that matched these. So for the green one, there was a lime green colored hair, they had red hair. They had pretty crazy, radical ads and commercials back in the 90s with this campaign. And then in the Super Nintendo boxes, a lot of the games actually had these pamphlets inside. So right here we see this Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, and this pamphlet actually came out of the box. So here we have this side that says Play It Loud, and at the top it says Want Game Frenzy? We've got it. So right here it has obviously cool stuff, brain numbing power, feel the pain, and shoot 'em up. So this was their appeal to the teenager audience for Nintendo, and they were kind of steering away from just a children's system with kid-like games. And one of the reasons why Nintendo and Sega had this whole console war was that Sega actually had shown some more graphic violence in its games than Nintendo did, because previously Nintendo had this whole censored idea throughout some of the games. So like Mortal Kombat and some other beat 'em up games, they actually censored the blood and turned it into sweat in the Mortal Kombat and Nintendo games. And then in Sega, they actually showed the blood. So it often appealed to teenagers that they would go along with the Sega Genesis system. So This item right here is pretty sweet for Nintendo history, and I'm really excited that I found it. I actually found it on eBay, and this is the second one that I've seen in the past few years on eBay. And the neat thing about this jacket is that it's actually in really good shape compared to the other one that I've seen. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection, and it is my size, so that's just an added bonus. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. So on the back side here, we have this Play It Loud and Nintendo. And then if we go ahead and flip it to the front, we have these bright colors right here that say Nintendo. So this is a denim jacket, which is totally the 90s, and it has these buttons on it, and the sleeves are actually a purple color, and the front is black. The pockets are actually outlined in that purple, and it's in fairly good shape. There's actually no holes in this jacket, and right here, if you open it up, all of this patchwork right here is actually still intact. It's not all discolored, it's not all ripped up. So this is a pretty sweet jacket, and I'm really excited to add it to my collection. This had to be a promotional item for this Play It Loud campaign that they did back in the 90s, and it's even possible that one of the employees had this jacket. So I'm pretty pumped to add it to my collection, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. So here we even have a better view of the jacket actually on. So as you can see, the sleeves are that purple color, and the main part of the body is actually black. You see this Nintendo logo right here. And then if we go ahead and switch around, you see the back of the jacket. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and make sure you comment below on what you'd like to see next.